What if I told you that just $1 a day, the price of a bottle of water or a single candy bar, could quietly turn into over $200,000 by the time you retire? No lottery ticket, no business empire, just a small habit repeated every single day. Most people hear that and laugh. $1? That's nothing. But here's the truth. What you do with small money decides what happens to big money. Because wealth isn't built overnight. It's built compound by compound, cent by cent, quietly in the background while everyone else chases the next big thing. Imagine this. You're 20 years old. Every day, instead of spending $1 on coffee, you invest it. Just $30 a month. You forget about it for 50 years. You live your life, work your job, maybe raise a family. Then one day you check your account at 70 and realize that tiny dollar grew into a six-figure fortune. This isn't magic, it's math. It's the same math that helped Warren Buffett become one of the richest people on earth. The same principle that can quietly turn small, consistent investors into millionaires without ever needing to get lucky. And here's the part no one tells you. The earlier you start, the less you need. Because time, not money, is the most powerful ingredient in wealth. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, we're going to break down what really happens when you invest just $1 a day for 50 years. We'll see how much it can grow, what's realistic, and how even small amounts can completely change your future if you start right now. Number 1. The power of compounding. Let's start with the question everyone wants answered. How much does $1 a day actually become after 50 years? At first, it sounds too small to matter. $1 a day is only $365 a year. Even after 50 years, that's just $18,250 in total cash saved. Not bad, but not life-changing either. Now here's where the magic kicks in. Compound interest. It's what Albert Einstein famously called the eighth wonder of the world. Because it doesn't just grow your money, it grows on top of its own growth. Let's do a quick breakdown. If you invest $1 every single day into a simple index fund that earns around 10% a year, the historical average return of the U.S. stock market, after 10 years, your $3,650 turns into roughly $5,800. After 20 years, that same daily dollar becomes about $18,000. After 30 years, $50,000. After 40 years, $137,000. And after 50 years, that single daily dollar grows into nearly $370,000 from $1 a day. No business, no luck, no timing the market, just patience. And the craziest part, more than 70% of that final amount didn't come from the dollars you invested. It came from growth on growth, interest on interest, a snowball effect that keeps rolling long after you stop pushing. That's the power of consistency. Because the truth is, most people underestimate what time can do for them. They want fast money, flashy returns, overnight results. But wealth doesn't work that way. It's quiet, boring, and brutally consistent. And the earlier you start, the less you need. Because time, not money, is the most powerful ingredient in wealth. Let's compare two friends. Alex starts investing $1 a day at 20 years old. Sam waits until 30 to start. They both invest the same amount, $1 a day, and earn the same return, 10% a year. By the time Alex turns 70, his $1 habit has grown into nearly $370,000. Sam, who started just 10 years later, ends up with about $142,000. That's a $228,000 difference just because Alex started sooner. The secret wasn't that Alex invested more. It's that Alex gave his money more time to breathe. So the real question isn't, how much can I invest? It's, how soon can I start? Number 2, the real-world perspective. Let's bring this idea down to real life for a moment. We all waste at least $1 every day without thinking about it. It could be a bottle of soda, a snack, a few coins lost in a ride fare. $1 feels invisible. It disappears before it even reaches your wallet. But imagine if every one of those dollars became a worker for your future self. That's exactly what investing does. It turns today's small comfort into tomorrow's opportunity. Most people believe you need thousands to start investing, but that's not true anymore. Apps like Robinhood, eToro, or even your bank's investment plan let you start with spare change. You don't need a Wall Street suit or a finance degree. You just need a habit. Think about it this way. When you start investing $1 a day, you're not just building money, you're building mindset. You're teaching yourself patience, discipline, and delayed gratification, the 3 traits that separate those who stay broke from those who build real freedom. And here's something few realize. Compounding doesn't just apply to money. It applies to habits, learning, and health. The things you do every day, good or bad, multiply quietly over time. Just like $1 invested daily becomes hundreds of thousands, one tiny choice done consistently can reshape your life. Now, let's visualize it. Imagine you're 70 years old. You've worked hard, raised your family, and now you're retired. You log into your account and see $370,000 sitting there. Money that grew while you were busy living. You didn't win the lottery, you didn't flip houses, you just stuck with one simple rule. Invest $1 a day. That's the reward of patience, the kind that builds not just wealth, but peace of mind.
Number 3, how to apply it starting today. So how can you actually do this? First, choose where your dollar will go. The simplest way is through an index fund, something like the S&P 500. It tracks the biggest companies in America, and over time, it has averaged about 10% a year. Second, automate it. Don't rely on willpower. Set up an automatic transfer so the money moves before you ever touch it. That way, saving happens without effort. Third, increase it slowly. Start with $1. When your income grows, make it $2, then $5, then $10. That small increase barely changes your lifestyle, but it dramatically boosts your future returns. Fourth, don't panic when markets fall. The biggest mistake new investors make is selling when things drop. But here's the truth. The market's worst days are always followed by its best. Every crash in history has eventually recovered and pushed higher. The people who stay consistent are the ones who end up winning. Remember, the goal isn't to get rich overnight, it's to get free eventually. Because freedom isn't about owning luxury cars or mansions. It's about waking up one day and realizing your money is working for you, not the other way around. Here's what most people never realize. Wealth isn't built by the rich, it's built by the consistent. You don't need a high-paying job, fancy degrees, or secret market knowledge. You just need a simple habit repeated over time. $1 a day may sound too small to matter, but time turns small actions into big results. And the truth is, the world rewards those who start early and stay patient. Because the greatest investor of all time isn't Warren Buffett or Elon Musk or anyone on the Forbes list. It's time. Every day you wait is $1 you never let grow. Every day you start is a seed that begins compounding quietly in the background. That's the real secret of money. It works even when you don't, while you sleep, while you work, while you live your life. The reason most people stay stuck isn't lack of opportunity, it's impatience. We live in a world that wants results fast, quick profits, overnight success, viral fame. But the truth is, the real winners are the ones who stay consistent long enough to let time do its job. You won't feel rich after a week. You won't see massive progress after a month. But give it 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, and that quiet habit will have built something extraordinary. The same way a drop of water can carve through stone, one small daily decision can carve out a completely different future. Picture yourself decades from now. You're older, maybe retired. You open your investment account and see hundreds of thousands sitting there, all grown from the dollars you barely noticed leaving your account. You don't owe anyone. You don't have to work for every bill. You can help your family, travel where you want, or simply live without stress. That's not luck, that's discipline. The difference between someone who has freedom at 70 and someone still struggling isn't how much they earned, it's how early they started building. Even if you're not 20 anymore, that doesn't mean it's too late, because the best time to plant a tree was 50 years ago. The second best time is today. The same rule applies to investing. Start with what you have, even if it's just a single dollar. What matters isn't the amount, it's the decision. Because once you start, momentum takes over. You'll begin to see progress, confidence builds, and that quiet seed of consistency grows roots. And one day, you'll look back and realize that small choice changed everything. So here's your takeaway. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Start now. Automate $1 a day. Forget about it. Let time and patience handle the rest. Because your financial future isn't built in one giant move. It's built in thousands of tiny, invisible choices that compound quietly until one day they become freedom. If this message hit you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Hit like, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more videos that turn simple habits into real wealth. Because your journey doesn't begin with $1 million. It begins with $1. And that $1 could change your entire life.